All right, so you think you know Destiny's Child, huh? Think you've heard it all? Bills, 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 Survivor, the whole damn thing.
You think you know drama?
We're going to take a deep dive here, folks. We're going way deeper than those catchy-ass tunes. This is about ambition, backstabbing, straight-up betrayal.
Oh, yeah. Shady shit went down.
This is a story that would make even a Kardashian blush.
Now, what's fascinating about Destiny's Child is they're like the ultimate girl group story, right? You got crazy talent, insane drama. Their music, man, it's timeless.
Oh, absolutely.
But their story, just as captivating, full of like backstabbing, legal battles, and seriously shady power plays.
I mean, you can't make this shit up.
You can't.
So let's rewind, okay? Back to Houston in the 90s. We got a young Beyoncé, Latavia Robertson. These kids are hungry.
Ambitious.
They form this group, Girls Time. And get this, they end up on freaking Star Search.
Oh, wow. Star Search.
Can you imagine those awkward teenage years broadcast on national television?
Let's talk about pressure, right? I mean, this is pre-YouTube, pre-social media. Star Search was like the biggest deal. It's like they were destined for the spotlight from day one. But what's interesting is how their early years were full of these like almost famous moments. The name changes alone. Something fresh, cliche, the dolls.
The dolls, seriously.
Seriously. It shows how much they struggled to find their identity.
And then, like a goddamn puppet master, enters Matthew Knowles, Beyoncé's dad. This guy becomes their manager.
And he was a piece of work, let's be real.
A controlling son of a bitch. But you got to give him credit. He saw their potential. He pushed them hard.
Relentlessly. Matthew's role is crucial to understanding Destiny's Child. He wasn't just their manager. He was the architect of their success, their image, their sound, their choreography.
Got the whole damn package.
Some might even call him a tyrant. But he knew the music industry was a blood sport, and he was determined to make his daughter and that group come out on top.
And they do. He whips them into shape. They sign with Columbia Records, and boom, their first single, No, 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 explodes. They're a quartet at this point, right? You got Beyoncé, Kelly Rowland, Latavia, and LaToya Luckett. They're young, they're talented, and they're on top of the world.
It's a dream come true, right?
So where does it all go wrong?
Well, you know, success has a way of exposing the cracks in the foundation. And with Destiny's Child, those cracks became gaping fissures.
It's like the pressure cooker just exploded.
Exactly. And let's not forget, this is a group managed by one member's father. Even if Matthew was trying to be fair, the perception of favoritism was inevitable.
Oh, yeah. That's got to breed some resentment.
Absolutely. And that's where the drama starts. Latavia and LaToya, they get pissed. Sidelined. They feel like their voices aren't being heard.
Rightfully so, I'd say.
They start questioning Matthew's management, the group's finances, and then, boom, lawsuits hit the fan.
Oh, it gets messy.
This isn't just your typical girl group drama. This is a full-blown legal battle. Accusations of shady dealings, broken promises, and the worst part, it all plays out in the media.
Oof. That's got to sting.
Imagine the pressure, trying to record hit songs while battling your own manager.
Talk about a toxic work environment.
For real. So while all this is going down, they're working on their second album. But suddenly, two members are gone. Enter Michelle Williams and Farrah Franklin.
Wait, Farrah Franklin? Who the hell is Farrah Franklin?
Farrah's time with Destiny's Child was a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment. She joined after Latavia and LaToya left, but she was gone within 5 months. Claims she couldn't handle the negativity and the drama.
Honestly, who could blame her? It's like jumping into a game of musical chairs where the only seat left is on fire.
Right. So now they're back to a trio. New lineup, a whole lot of baggage. You'd think they'd be crumbling under the pressure.
You'd think so.
But instead, they dropped the album Survivor. And this is where things get really interesting.
This is where it all explodes.
The timing of Survivor is crucial. It's released right in the middle of their legal battle with Latavia and LaToya. And the lyrics, full of these thinly veiled references to the whole ordeal. You can hear the anger, the defiance. They needed to prove themselves.
Oh, they proved themselves all right?
It's like they channeled all that turmoil into an album that became their most iconic.
And the fans ate it up.
They did.
I mean, come on. I'm not going to blast you on the radio. I'm not going to lie on you or your family. That's a direct jab at their former members.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's brilliant.
Yeah.
They turn their drama into fuel for their success.
It's a masterclass in turning lemons into lemonade.
Or should we say turning lawsuits into platinum records?
Exactly. And it worked. Survivor became a monster hit, catapulted them to a whole new level of fame. Grammys, topping charts, they were basically owning the airwaves.
I mean, they were unstoppable at that point.
It proved that they could not only survive, right, but thrive in the face of adversity. Like, you tried to take us down, look at us now, bitches.
And Independent Women Part 1. Come on, that became the ultimate fuck you anthem.
Oh, yeah.
It was like they were saying, we don't need a man, we don't need a manager, we don't need any problematic group members, we got this.
And that message, that resonated with millions of women. It helped solidify Destiny's Child as cultural icons.
It was the perfect song at the perfect time.
Exactly. It captured the whole, like, zeitgeist of the early 2000s, that whole female empowerment thing, owning your sexuality.
But even at the height of Survivor, you could see the cracks starting to show again.
Oh, here we go again.
Each member was branching out, exploring solo projects, testing the waters, see what they could do on their own.
Right, like Kelly Rowland. She had that massive hit with Nelly.
Dilemma.
Proved that she could hold her own as a solo artist. And then, there's Beyoncé.
Oh, Queen Bey.
Let's face it, she was always the standout, but with Dangerously in Love, she cemented her place as, like, a solo powerhouse.
That album was a game changer.
It was. It showcased, like, her incredible vocal range, the songwriting, the charisma.
Queen Bey was officially born.
Exactly.
But it wasn't just Beyoncé and Kelly making waves, right? Michelle carved out her own lane, too.
She did, with the gospel music.
Yeah.
It showed that even within a group as successful as Destiny's Child, each member had their own unique voice, their own ambitions.
It's a testament to their individual talent.
It really is. And that's what makes their story so compelling, It's not just about the group's success. It's about the individual journeys of these three incredibly talented women.
They were constantly evolving.
As individuals and as a group.
So we've got 3 successful solo careers on the rise, and then boom, they reunite for Destiny Fulfilled in 2004. What the hell was that about? Were they running out of cash?
Yeah.
Missing the drama?
Officially, they said it was about unfinished business.
Right.
This desire to create one last album as a united force. And Destiny Fulfilled did have a more mature sound, reflecting their growth.
They'd grown up a lot.
But you could sense the energy had shifted. They weren't those hungry teenagers anymore.
No, they were women.
Grown women with their own empires to build.
And that leads us to the inevitable. The big breakup. They're on a world tour at the top of their game, and they announce they're calling it quits. I mean, why walk away when you're literally dominating the world?
They said they wanted to go out on top, end on a high note before things got stale. Or, worse, imploded.
There's something to be said for that.
Oh, absolutely. It's admirable. They had achieved everything they set out to do as a group, and they were ready to move on to the next chapter.
It's got to be hard, though, walking away from something that defined them for so long, especially for Beyoncé, who was already a global superstar on her own.
It was a bold move, but it cemented their legacy. They went out on their own terms, leaving fans wanting more.
And that final performance at the NBA All-Star Game.
Cheers.
Talk about an iconic send-off. They knew how to put on a show.
They did. But let's not forget the music. Their impact on R&B and pop culture is undeniable. They sold over 60 million records worldwide, popularized words like, bootylicious.
I still use that word.
Their music continues to resonate with new generations. Like, their songs are still played at parties, weddings, even political rallies. They've become part of the cultural fabric.
You can't deny the power of a Destiny's Child song. It takes you back,
It does.
to a specific time and place, whether it's the angst of teenage heartbreak or the confidence of being an independent woman or, hell, even the pure joy of shaking your ass on the dance floor.
All of that. And beyond the music, their style.
Iconic.
The outfits, the hair, the makeup, they set trends that are still influencing fashion today.
I mean, remember those red leather jumpsuits from the Say My Name video? Or the camo from Survivor?
Amazing.
They weren't afraid to experiment, to push boundaries, and they always looked damn good doing it.
Trendsetters, for sure. But more importantly, they embraced their bodies, their curves, their blackness. They were unapologetically themselves. And that resonated with millions of fans around the world.
Representation matters.
It does. And they showed us that you can be strong and sexy, independent, and still vulnerable.
They were complex, flawed, and utterly captivating. But even after all of this, dissecting their music, their fashion, their impact, there's still this one burning question that keeps me up at night. Those lost tracks. The ones they supposedly recorded with 50 Cent and Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah, man. The mythical collabs.
A Destiny's Child and 50 Cent track back in '99.
Imagine that.
It'd have been insane.
It's like a hip-hop Bermuda Triangle, man. These tracks just vanished. Poof. Gone.
It's crazy. We know they existed, right?
Yeah.
There's even proof online. But they never, like, officially dropped. Talk about lost treasures.
A Destiny's Child and 50 Cent collab in '99 could have changed the course of music history.
And the Kobe track. Kobe Bryant. I mean, the guy was a legend on the court, but could he spit bars?
Well, the Kobe track, Baby, 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 actually leaked a few years ago.
Oh, it did.
Let's just say it's an experience.
Okay, I gotta know. Good experience.
Yes.
Or, oh, dear God, make it stop experience.
Let's just say it's a good thing Kobe stuck to basketball.
Oh, man.
But, these lost tracks, they just add another layer to the Destiny's Child story, right? There's this whole alternate timeline, these what-ifs that make you wonder what could have been.
It's like a secret history of music. All these hidden gems that never made it to the mainstream.
Adds to the mystique, right?
I guess so. But hey, even without those unreleased tracks, their impact is undeniable.
True.
They pushed boundaries, redefined girl group dynamics,
right,
left an indelible mark on music and pop culture. They were more than just a girl group. They were a cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely.
They taught us about ambition, about resilience, about the importance of, owning your destiny.
Preach.
And they did it all while rocking some seriously fierce outfits.
They did. It's true.
I think we've officially unpacked every last sequin and lawsuit from the Destiny's Child saga.
I think so.
From those humble beginnings on Star Search to global domination.
Yeah.
They gave us the music, the drama, a whole lot to think about.
It's been a wild ride, man. They were a force of nature.
Yeah.
And their story is just a reminder, sometimes the most powerful stories, they're the messy ones, the complicated ones, and ultimately the triumphant ones.
Damn right. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go blast some independent women and celebrate the fact that I don't have to deal with any Matthew Knowles level drama in my life.